Now, Spider-Man has had many movies over time, and with the movies come the suits. And with the suits, I want to rank. Starting with Spider-Man 77, played by Nicholas Hammond. My God, it is a product of its time for sure. It looked like shit. Speaking of shit, it kinda looks like what the spider is supposed to be. Is Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo? This is not a good suit. The lenses on the eyes vary in color, whether they be black, white, depending on the lighting of the scene, which I just don't like those circular eyes either. That just gives me a bad feeling. The belt is an addition from the comics. Doesn't make it good. It's got that distracting belt. It's got a distracting chunky web shooter, which, was it ever used in the show? Was it ever used in the movie? I don't know. You can see the effort there in the suit, but it also kind of looks like a shitty Halloween costume that your grandma made you. So, C tier. The GOAT of professional wrestlers, the Human Spider. Maybe it's because I'm a big wrestling fan, but I love this suit. I grew up with the Raimi movies. It's, I believe, the first movie I ever remember watching. Spider-Man 1 on VHS, which I still have. It's a very good, homemade, thrown together suit. It's iconic, but there is better. So I'm placing it in B tier. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit from Spider-Man 1 to 3. This suit defined a generation of kids who thought Spider-Man and imagined this man. When I first saw Spider-Man, that's who I saw. Still do to this day. When I think about the name, that's who I imagine. These movies are so much fun. They're so good. That suit is just beautiful. That suit is the definition of live-action Spider-Man. S tier. Spider-Man 3 black suit. Is it pretty much the same thing as the first one? Yeah. Just kind of color swapped, but to black. But is it me, or does the black kind of stand out more? Am I crazy? Am I being taken over by an alien symbiote? Just like the first one, this suit is awesome, just not as iconic as the one that came before and the ones that come after. Hot take here, Spider-Man 3 is not as bad as people make it out to be. It's going in A. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 homemade suit. I don't like it. I get it. I get what they were going for. Something different, something darker, something edgier, something that is not so similar to what we just got a few years beforehand. A darker, more grounded version, but it doesn't really scream homemade suit to me. You know what it screams? I'm gonna rob a 7-Eleven. D tier. Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit. The actual Spider-Man suit. I really like this suit. I really like the whole real world aesthetic to it. I like the screen printed look to it. Kind of looks like a basketball. From neck to toe, this suit is great. My only problem is the eyes. The lenses absolutely ruin it for me. The yellow lenses just look dumb. I don't like it. You know when a movie is so good, you love it from act 1 to 2, but the ending sucks. That's what this suit feels like. Is everything else is great, the one part that really stands out just absolutely sucked. That's what those yellow lenses do for me. Now, I've seen fan edit where people take the suit itself and edit white lenses onto them. It looks so much better, but this suit is going in C tier. Now this suit right here, Amazing Spider-Man 2, is glorious. This suit looks like Mark Bagley and Todd McFarlane's artwork were just ripped off pages and given to Andrew Garfield, said, here, wear this. Is the center spider a little long? Yeah, sure, but it kind of works for Andrew Garfield, who's a tall guy. He's a lanky dude. Is the blue a little dark? Yeah, but it actually kind of works for it. The red and the blue mix so well together. The web shooters are very nice too. I like that addition a lot, where they're just hidden enough where you can't really see it, but if you pay attention to it, you can see it. It really blends in with the arms well. This suit is gorgeous. I love it. S tier. My favorite Spider-Man, Tom Holland, making his debut in Captain America Civil War and carrying it over into Homecoming. I'm not huge on the double lining of the suit, but I can forgive it because you really have to look close to find it. I love the expressive eyes of this suit. Big fan of the belt itself and the web cartridges around it, because you're gonna run out of that in scenarios like how Spider-Man does, where you're fighting crime, you're doing stuff, you're using web fluids, you're going around and actively trying to do stuff. It's gonna run out sometime. Carry extras on you. Makes sense. A bit of unnecessary lining on the blue, the forearm and the shoulder, the legs and the boots. Looks a little silly. Feels like they just kind of threw them in to make it stand out. The spider logo on the front is a little small, but it does work for it because it's like a mechanical part of the suit, which is a pretty neat concept. Actually, one of my favorite scenes from Homecoming is the scene where he goes into an alley and he's swapping from his regular civilian clothes into the Spider-Man suit, and he hits the middle and it tightens in on him. I always found that so cool. I love the suit. Is it a bit Iron Man Jr.-y? Sure, but it does work for the natural story progression that the Tom Holland Spider-Man goes through. So, for me, it is an A-tier suit. But that's not the only suit that we got in that film. We got a homemade suit, and this to me is the perfect rendition of a homemade suit for Spider-Man. It's got that very DIY look to it, a spray painted spider on the hoodie. You can kind of see some lining on the gloves, which is pretty cool. A mask and a lens to hide the face. It really captures that spirit of a teenager made this and he was just trying to make a difference in the world. So, A tier. The Iron Spider suit. I've noticed that this Iron Spider suit gets a lot of hate online. Why? It looks awesome. The spider logo goes around his body with a gold outline to it. The web shooters look really cool. The glowing eyes is a great addition. And the highlight of the suit itself is the mechanical arms come out of the back. Always found that so cool. And it makes way more sense of it being 4 arms than it being 3 as it is in the comic. Never understood that. And the arms, in many cases, in scenarios of Infinity War and Endgame, are very useful. It's essentially an Iron Man suit, spider-fied, but that's exactly how it was in the comics too. A badass entrance in Infinity War. This suit, the Iron Spider, just gives off for S tier. Now on to Spider-Man Far From Home. The Night Monkey suit. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I get the context of it. He's not supposed to look like Spider-Man. I get it. But to me, it just looks dumb. Black suit Spider-Man can look awesome. The symbiote suit is a perfect scenario of that. Still gives off Spidey vibes, but different enough to look like another person, but different enough to look like another suit. This suit looks like Peter is going on a skiing trip with a bulletproof vest on. It's clearly only made for trailer shots and to sell toys. Don't like it. It stinks. D tier. Now this suit, the upgraded suit, I love it. I think it's so great looking. This suit is hella underrated, not talked about enough. The random black lining on it actually works really well this time, unlike the Homecoming suit, because of how the black is integrated into this suit. The spider with the black outline looks awesome, makes it really stand out. Now the Homecoming suit had this, and they only used it for one scene. I think that Far From Home did the same thing, but I feel like Far From Home did it better. The web wings, used great in this. I like how it's not just a wink and a nod to the old school comics, but actually practical in this. They are used. I love this suit. This suit looks awesome. S tier. Now on to the best Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home. The Inside Out Homecoming suit looks dumb. I don't like it. This suit was clearly only made to sell toys. This is the Homecoming suit, just flipped inside out. And look how much wiring and circuitry is in that thing. Like, that's gotta be uncomfortable to wear. It's gotta be itchy. No, I just don't like how it looks. It looks dumb. No, D tier. Tom Holland Spider-Man wearing the integrated suit looks great. This suit looks like what a fully realized version of the Iron Spider suit was supposed to be, just without the legs from the back. But if you look at the hot toy of the integrated suit, which Hot Toys are usually based off the concept art, I think they were supposed to have them because the Hot Toys has them. It just never made it into the final product, which is alright because the suit by itself looks great. It's badass, and seeing this suit along with Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is just nergasm. S tier. The final swingsuit. We finally get an MCU Spider-Man making his own homemade official Spider-Man suit, which looks incredible. My only problem with it is we never got a still shot of it. It's always moving. But from what we have seen in the pausing of the frames that fans have done, it looks beautiful. Looks like it was ripped straight out of comics and put on screen. It's a pretty sweet 30-second scene, but I want a more defined look at it, which with Spider-Man 4 Brand New Day, it seems like they're gonna use a different suit, but it's still very similar to the one that we got in the final swing scene. Now, yes, Spider-Man Brand New Day hasn't come out yet. It just finished shooting. I know. And it could have Captain America Civil War scenario where the suit looks different on set than it does in the actual final product itself. But let's hope not, because this suit looks freaking beautiful. Holy moly, this suit and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit are tied for my favorite Spider-Man live action suits. I love how colorful and bright it is. The web shooters are big and bulky in the best way possible. The lining is so pretty. The spider is honestly a perfect size. It doesn't have Homecoming syndrome where it's too small. It doesn't have Amazing Spider-Man 2 syndrome where it's a little too big. Perfect sizing. Everything from top to bottom, this suit looks beautiful. But like I said, I don't want to get too hyped about it because it could be different in the final product itself. Marvel showed us one official release. But for right now, I will rank it S tier because this is gorgeous. What do you think is the best on-screen live-action Spider-Man suit? Is my list correct? What would be yours? Let me know in the comments below. Stay safe, stay sexy, stay warm. It's freaking cold out.